Yo, 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 yo. How many minutes late was I? I was three. It was three. So before anybody tried to answer that, I was 3 minutes late. What's happening? Shanna Ewing, what's up? Hillbilly, what's to it? Coy, Lawrence Clark, what up, man? Ghetto, the ghetto. Gabe, what up, brother? Jason, the Ewings are in the building. My Fly family, what's to it? Armel, what's up, brother? I'm trying to catch up, man. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get myself together. Big Easy, what's happening? Philly Slow, what up, what up, what up? BP, my mentor, what's happening, man? Hillbilly, what up? Liberty, tanking, real deal. CW, what's happening, man? CDL, mindset. Rody, row, pimp. What's going on with y'all? Everybody good? D-Lo and Rax, tap in, what's good, what's good? Lyro, what up, man? What's good, man? I appreciate all y'all checking in, man. Hope we're gonna have another good one tonight. We're gonna have another good one, man. Gorilla Nation, Chicago in here. Rick Ross, what up? Hot Tub Tony, what's going on, Hot Tub? JQ, what up? What up? What up? Yeah, this gonna be a good one, Hot Tub. Jeffrey Light, what up? Been on the road. Been on the road with these lives, boy. I ain't gonna even lie. We've been doing the damn thing last few lives. I don't expect this to be any different. If y'all hit the like button for me, be greatly appreciated. Indy Stay Strapped, what up? Brendan Dawns, what it do? What it do? You know, I try to catch everybody coming in here early, man. I might look a little blurry. I'm not sure. But I'm hoping I got I'm on the right internet connection. But y'all hit that like button for me. Let me gather myself, man. Gather myself. Let me see. All right, I'm good. Make sure y'all hit it. So tonight, man, it's gonna be super duper good topic. I'm ready for it. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's gonna give me an opportunity to learn. All of us an opportunity to learn. The Carolina Boss. What's happening? I got a dope brother coming through to join us tonight. On YouTube, he's a felon with firearms. Pretty dope, man. He's been doing some dope stuff. So I want to learn some more too. Life with Baton Rouge, life in Baton Rouge. What up, brother? My bad. I butchered your name, man. I owe you $1. Reese still at it. What up, man? If I forget you, just slide back around, speak to me. We'll make it work. Please hit the like button. We way behind now. So before I get this thing started, you know, we way behind now. So I'm gonna ask this question while everybody's still coming in. Anybody know of somebody, or it could be you. You don't have to tell me either way. You know of, or if it's you, anybody that got a felony, but you know you ain't really on that no more. You ain't about that life no more, and you just trying to do the right thing and get your rights back. Or you know somebody that's in that predicament. Anybody out there that knows somebody that may be in that predicament? If you are afraid of a fella having a gun, why are they on the street? The felon is on the street. Have they paid their debt? If so, why is it a question? It's not. Hey, yo, it's Mike. What up, young fella? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Shout out to Hey, yo, it's Mike, man. He's a young, up and coming Guntuber. The boy, the truth, man. I like him. He gonna be one of my guests next week. We're gonna bring him on, introduce him to everybody. So shout out to little bro. True Butter Flavor. What up? What up? What up? I received a full expungement about 2 years ago. Okay, Indy, stay strapped. That's good. So if you are somebody in here who has you know, been convicted of a felony or had a mishap in the past and you got your stuff straightened out, definitely chime in tonight. So I'm the guy your topic is on. Let's go. I want you guys to chime in. I will absolutely be putting the link out there, give you guys a chance to come in on the screen and talk, because oftentimes I miss comments, as you know, especially once we start getting past 100 people. My eyes bad. I have what we refer to in the gun world as a stickytism. If you don't know what it is, look it up. There's something wrong with my eyes, so I be missing stuff. I still know how to shoot a little bit though. Patrick, what's up? Cuzzo, what's to it? North Florida Tactical, what's up, man? It's good to see everybody in here, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. And I'm going to get my brother up in here. Roadblock, what's to it? And anybody else, man, that may have information on the topic, I'm all for it. I'm trying to learn tonight. I need to learn. I got to learn. It's necessary. Walt E., what's happening? Not to mention, I got a lot of people, family, homies, that definitely need this information. So what do you guys think, man? Just a quick question before I bring bro on. What do you guys think about felons getting their rights back? I saw what Hillbilly said, and I tend to agree. Thank you, Mr. Hicks. I appreciate it. And I tend to agree that, sometimes, man, we make mistakes. There may be people out there, not that I know any of them. Okay, I'm not, I may not know, I may or may not know anybody in this predicament, but there's people out there that I'm sure done committed multiple felonies, never got caught. And they walking around here with legal guns right now. I don't know them. I'm not trying to, I don't know them. I'm just telling you, I'm sure that exists. Yep, it exists somewhere. EDQ, what's happening? My black is beautiful. What's up? All for fellas getting rights restored. Facts. If you paid your debt, you should have your full rights restored. Okay. Everybody seems to kind of be on that page. That if you paid your debt, then you especially if you're on the up and up, because you're gonna have one or two out there gonna be like, knuckleheads. But what I was about to say was, you may have somebody say, man, look, I'll give my rights back and I'm back out here. I'm legal with the thumper and I can get back in the streets, which I think is, obviously I think that's stupid. Mr. Art Daniels, what's up? But you'll have that. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get some of that. But you also got guys out here right now. It's shorties that I know right now that have no felonies, but still don't want to go get their firearm legally. I just, I try to, press that, get that mentality out their head, man. But sometimes, boy, these streets get you first. It's rough. It's rough, man. It's rough trying to convince them otherwise. Gentle Killer, I think, we said it. I mean, I'm in full agreement that if somebody pays their dues, and they on the up and up, you know, because you're gonna have to go through the process one way or the other. And if they living on the up and up now, absolutely, man, absolutely, give them their rights back. Yes, that's how I feel. So, with no further ado, man, I'm gonna start bringing some people in here. AK Lover, what's to it, bro? Same OG, what's up? I'm gonna bring Skinny Guy with Guns in.
What up?
What's up, brother?
What up, man?
I just figured out
I
don't like this orange.
What's wrong with it?
Take my shirt off.
What did it take? I mean,
live with no shirt on tonight.
No, don't do that, please.
Don't do it.
No.
All right. Yeah, this ain't the live for that.
Yeah, this ain't the live.
I'll wait. I'll wait till like a Friday night or something.
No, don't.
I'll wait till a Friday night, man. So before I bring my brother in, what is your thought? What do you think about felons getting their rights back and being able to legally own a firearm?
I believe that, and I don't think this goes across the board, because I do believe that in some cases there are some people that shouldn't get their rights back, depending on what it is that they've done. But I do believe that if you've paid, quote unquote, paid your debt to society, that it should mean that. It should mean that you've paid your debt to society. So when you get out of prison or whatever, which is supposed to be for rehabilitation, not really punitive, but nobody talks about that, then if I've done my time, I've did what I needed to do, I'm home now and I'm free, I need to be able to have the rights like I had before.
Let's be clear. Because I see Gentle Killer saying what type of felon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and that's going down a deep rabbit hole.
Yes, it is.
Because, you know, I get where you're going. I'm gonna say, with no limit here, but no, like a non-violent felon, absolutely.
You're right.
Even a violent felon who's rehabilitated and can prove that he's rehabilitated, that has got some time behind him, absolutely.
It depends on what happens.
Now, if you did some shit like, you know, child molestation or something crazy extreme,
right?
Come on, man.
Because some people can't.
Like, you got to draw the line somewhere. But
yeah, I don't believe everybody can be rehabilitated. Honestly, I don't think everybody can. Some people's mind is just bad.
But that's it. But we're gonna hear a lot of opinions tonight. So I'm gonna bring bro in here, and we're gonna get to it with no further ado. I didn't even check the likes again, but I'm gonna trust that everybody hit the like button. I will ask one more time, y'all please hit the like button. And I'm about to introduce you guys to Felons with Firearm. Yo,
what's going on?
What's to it, young fella? How's everything, man?
All is well, man. Striving to be better the next day.
Yes, sir, man. First, I want to tell you I appreciate you stopping through.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. This is a subject that's kind of dear to me because just coming up where I come up is, you know, I've seen a lot, and obviously I know a lot of people that's in predicaments where they either went to jail, they did some stuff years ago, they came home. I mean, these guys are living super normal lives, left the streets alone completely, but they still can't legally own a firearm. But they want to be able to protect their families too. And they've been clean for, you know, a long time. Like the stuff they did, they was young, right. You know. So, and if there's any information that we could gather tonight to help these guys, or anything that I can take back and help them, or whether they in here listening or whatever, I want to be able to take that information back and give it to some of my people, because I know some of them deserve to have their rights back. Now, I had to get that out. Tell us a little bit about you, brother.
So, 30, man. I took this journey on to helping others find the information necessary to restoring their gun rights back, solely because of the legal system. You know, attorneys charging $3 and $4 grand for possibilities, and you know, a lot of people in our environments and our circumstances can't afford that. So, you know, I first went to get my gun rights restored with an attorney, and he charged me $2 grand, and I was denied. So then the second time I attempted to get my rights restored, they wanted another $1,500, and I'm like, yo, why would I kick up that money again for another possibility? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. And I'm an avid reader, so it wasn't too difficult for me to find the ropes for my state. And like I said, I just take pride in giving the information back, because everybody's looking for a purpose in life, and that was one of the things I come to find for myself, that my purpose is to share information. Actually, have you seen that movie Lucy, where the lady, she unlocked 100% of her brain, and at the end of the movie, she turned herself into a flash drive and gave herself to the professor at the college for him to share the information with everybody. So when I think about my legacy and what I want to do and what I want to accomplish while I'm here, we come here with nothing, we're going to leave here with nothing but the effects that we have on people. So this is one of those effects that I want to have on people. I want to be able to pass on some information that's going to help better somebody else's life.
I like that. That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
So you were able to get your own rights back, obviously.
Absolutely.
What was your situation? How much of it you don't mind sharing with me?
Oh, I share the whole deal. So my first felony conviction was the age of 21. It was malicious wounding. I'm a violent felon. But I kind of was hoodwinked into taking a plea agreement because I was young. I didn't want to spend time in jail. I had been in Richmond City Jail, which during that time was a rough jail, for 7 months. So court appointed attorney was like, you can take this plea, you can go home, time served. So I did it. I took that plea agreement for that malicious wounding, and I went home. And my second felony ended up being a distribution of a Schedule 1 or 2. I live in a, urban environment, hostile environment, ghetto hood, or whatever you want to call it. And, sometimes we make decisions that we see fit for the circumstances at them times when we have a lack of information or a lack of resources. And I was a product of that environment. So I made the decision that I made that ended up getting me incarcerated for 2.5 years. Okay.
No, I feel you, bro. You ain't got to tell me, boy. You hitting home right now. So, and that was at a younger age. And how many years post, your conviction or your rehabilitation were you able to restore your rights?
So I was released September of 2015. My first attempt with the attorney was in 2017, and I was denied. The judge just told me I needed more time. He said, especially with the violent felon, typically violent felons don't get their gun rights restored. So I went back again early part of 2020. Matter of fact, right before my birthday. My birthday is March 26th. I got my rights restored March 20th. So I had to go maybe, February to put in my second petition. And the biggest thing was proven rehabilitation. That's the key factor in it. You have to prove that you are rehabilitated. And a lot of people don't understand rehabilitation don't start outside. Rehabilitation don't start once you're released in society. Rehabilitation starts while incarcerated, because prisons, jails, etc. are supposed to be places where they work on people or where you work on yourself. So example, like I took a program, a therapeutic program. It had substance abuse counseling. It had anger management counseling. It had it was like a hierarchy community, to where you had to learn to delegate chores, and you had to basically live like you would live in society, but while incarcerated. And completing that program, getting that certificate, was one way that I proved that I utilized time wisely while incarcerated, instead of just playing spades for soups all day.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope, man. See, I love stories like that, and just listen to you talk. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you got a great head on your shoulders, man. And hell, if I was a judge, I think I would have went on and gave you right back too, man. You did.
Appreciate it.
You doing your thing, man. But now you in Virginia.
Correct.
Because I'm listening like 2015 to now. That's only like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So shit, it didn't even take that long.
It was
That's pretty
about 4.5 years when I finally got my rights restored, because it was the end of September when I came home, and 2020, early 2020 was when I got them restored. So it was about 4.5 years. And in Virginia, this statute is, if it's a non-violent felon, you have to wait 7 years. But if you're a violent felon, you have to wait 10 years. But they also have a law where extenuating circumstances, if you can, like I said, prove rehabilitation, they would consider your petition. So when I went for it, like I said, I had the certificate from incarceration of completing the program. When I first came home, I got into welding. I had my OSHA certificates. I'm a contractor welder. I also had 2 personal training certifications. While welding, I used to compete. I used to bodybuild. So I had reference letters from clients that I used to help train. You know what I'm saying? Just staying proactive was my main focus. And those were the things that I presented the first time with the attorney. But I had more eggs to present. I just didn't want to give them all. So they denied me that time. So then the second time, I had my CDL, I had my hazmat endorsement, which is TSA Homeland Security clearance, and then I also had my TWIC card, which is also a federal clearance. So the second, and I had a deed. I bought my first home. So when I went back the second time, I presented these things along with what I had the first time, and the judge was like, typically violent felons don't have their rights restored. But he was like, in this case, I got to object with the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth told the judge no due to the violent nature of my history. But the judge was like, this guy has shown and proven that he is a law-abiding citizen. I can't deny this guy again of his Second Amendment.
Man, that is interesting, man. Now, so by you being able to get your gun rights back, and you saying that you were able to get these clearances, so apparently you cleared up a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us more about that? So you went through the paces and basically getting your record pretty much.
My record isn't. My record is not expunged. Virginia just passed a law, I think July of last year, when they legalized marijuana here. They also put in effect that they're going to start sealing records, but that don't go into full effect until 2024 or 2025. So what I did was backdoor work. That Homeland Security clearance is federal clearance. So being that I'm a truck driver now, I wanted to further enhance my career driving trucks. I wanted to make a little more money, and I had to get Homeland Security clearance in order to drive gasoline. I drove gasoline for 2 years. And along with that hazmat endorsement, I also got my TWIC card, which again is TSA clearance. So both of those, like I said, are 2 federal clearances that can be utilized, and I use those things to help me get my gun rights, because my argument to the judge was, if you're going to give me the right to transport 9,000 gallons of explosives and radioactives, why can't I carry one?
Good argument.
Well, a hell of a question right there. I bet judge like, shit, right. I don't know. Yeah, judge confused like a mother. No, that's dope, man. I'm just trying to read some of the comments.
That's his opinion.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that I think that the most intriguing part about your story is the fact that you had the violent felony and you were still able to get yourself together.
Correct.
And I think your example is dope, because you've kept yourself out of trouble now, since that happened.
No negative encounters.
That's good, man. That's good, because I think people don't realize the privilege or that right that we have. You take it for granted until you don't have it anymore. I want to know if anybody has any questions, because you help people in other states.
Absolutely.
Help guide them in the right direction on how to get themselves together. I'm gonna get the link out here if anybody got any other questions.
I have a question.
Okay.
Under what circumstances will you not help?
Under what circumstances would I not help?
Right? Would you be like, well, no, I won't be involved in that.
Well,
Be it what happened, be it the crime. Are there any circumstances where you would not help?
Well, ultimately, it's up to the judge. I just put out the research, the case codes, the
Mhm.
pardon forms that people have difficulties finding. But if somebody reach out to me with molestation charges, you're not going to get no response from me.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not bashing nobody, but if you can resort to bestiality like that and do something so cynical, I don't feel like you deserve to have your Second Amendment, your gun rights.
I agree.
I
That's
agree.
just absurd. Like, and to shed light on my situation, because I get ridiculed a lot for being a violent felon. I had a bar fight. I had a bar fight. Me and the guy slammed each other. He happened to slam himself. We slammed each other, and he landed on a cup. The glass cup cut him. Me not
Mm.
knowing the law, me being young, when I got locked up, because the charge malicious wounding is to intentionally maim, harm, or disfigure. And so, being that he got cut by that glass, I got malicious wounding. And when they told me to cop out, I wanted
Mhm.
to go home. I was young. I didn't want to be in prison or in
Yeah,
jail.
yeah,
Right.
yep. I can feel it, man. That's
But, but yeah, like domestic abuse, uh, rapes, things of that nature, I can't do nothing for you. Best of luck, get an attorney, but
Right.
I'm not going to help anybody.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. And
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about, the rabbit hole, because somebody's like, well, what type of felon? Well,
Right.
obviously, I guess it's not obvious. Sometimes you just gotta, explain it. You got somebody that may have a question. Hold on. Yo, yo.
Hey, what's up? Nah, I ain't got no question. I just was tuning in, see what you guys talking about. Very important subject. So I just was tuning in. I'm dealing with a situation where I'm a I'm charged with a felony. So you know what that all does. And I ain't even do whatever I'm being charged with. So I'm just all ears for what you guys got to say. Plus I support the channel anyway.
Okay, okay. Where you at? What state you in?
I'm in Philly, District Court Capital. I'm in Philly.
Okay, yeah, no
Oh
doubt.
yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't know what your case is. You mind shedding a little light on it?
Um, so right now, so pretty much what happened was I do open carry, I do records requests. So pretty much what happened is the police department put my picture up inside their headquarters because I was doing records requests and right to know requests. So like body cam requests and then like paperwork requests to try to help them, you know, not be breaking the law as much or whatever. To like, and if they don't have authority, let them know they don't have authority in these situations. So their security company let me in their building a couple of times, you know, whether they were supposed to or not, whatever. So they end up putting my picture up. And then the lady has an incident where somebody walked by with either a rifle or a stick and tapped on the window, and they're saying it's me. They came, got a warrant, and all this other BS. Locked me up for that, saying saying that it's me, and I was in jail for like 35 days for that. My family, a close friend, bailed me out, and I've been out for a while now. But that's pretty much what happened. And they're using like all my YouTube videos. They try to use them against me, and that's legal activity. So really, pretty much, it's like they
Hmm.
try to frame it where it's like I'm like this, like I'm a criminal or a rebel or something, and all I'm doing is legal activity and trying to push things forward in regard to safety, police accountability, and some other things, de-escalation and training. So, it's really unfortunate, but I'm learning, some different things, and, I'm still, on that same path. I just got to go about it temporarily a little bit different, although there are some things I can do, but they trying to use lawful things against me. Like it's like a joke to me, but it's serious. So it's really annoying, to be honest.
Shakur, you have like your First Amendment order?
I'm really not an auditor. What I do is if I'm working or if I'm coming home or if I'm off, if the police pull you off, I'm gonna stop and record it. So it don't matter. I mean, it very seldomly, like if I'm working out, I'm not able to do it as much. But it don't
Mhm.
matter if I'm off, I got free time. If something happened and the police are there, I'm recording it no matter what. White, black, in between. So I'm just trying to make sure things go the way they're supposed to go. And I've been doing that since we've been having these police killings and stuff like that. So, normally when I show up, the person getting let off with warnings or like I see that's a legal stop or, there normally is no issues. Nobody's ever been arrested. I probably recorded 50 to 70 videos, people being pulled over. Nobody's ever been arrested when I record, so I do open carry. I record myself open carry, but I'm not even an auditor. I don't actually go out to get a response in the seat. Sometimes people call and then I record the interaction, but I'm literally just recording my day. So it's I may actually say that I'm an auditor, but I'm actually every once in because I got pre-recorded videos. I haven't even put them out, but I may say it, but I'm actually really not an auditor. I don't actually go to see what the response would be. I'm actually just going about my day and I just videotape it, so that's for both first and second.
Okay.
Man, bro, I'm
Yeah.
hoping this thing work out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some people that they see me on YouTube and they gonna try to help out. But it is rather unfortunate, and this is part of the reason. Like people were telling me, don't do this, don't do that, James. But I was working to prevent things like this from happening. So just because it's happening to me, don't mean it's the end of the world or whatever. But this is part of the reason why I was doing the work. It just sucks that now what I was working on stopping from happening is happening to me because people don't like what I'm doing. But nevertheless, still got to go. Push forward. It's a couple things I can still do. There's less lethal options that I can. I have still can wear body armor stuff like that. I'm going to get this handled, but it's a shame, but I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and I'm gonna get other people to join and make it a little bit easier, as well. And people don't like the police when they do stuff wrong, and it's one thing I can say that they do right. Whether they right or wrong, they stick together. So which is bad. But when we go to do certain things, if you doing what you're doing and I'm doing what I'm doing, we need partners. We need people to back us up when we're doing some of these things to get the numbers and the support that we need, because when it's not, that's when they try to zero in on you and jam you up or make you look like you crazy. So that's what you gotta at least consider that when you're doing these things.
Yeah.
Well, segue into like felon with firearms, because he mentioned about having like a support group in terms of restoring your firearms rights. Is there anything like any support or anything that you could get other than an attorney or something like that might help you be successful restoring your rights?
He right here.
No, I mean, other than some. I mean, like other than like him or an attorney or something like your family or business community, anything like that.
Yeah, it's a multitude of people that you can use. Like recommendation letters and reference letters is one of the key factors when you either petition or pardon. So if typically they ask for pillar members of the community, whereas a police chief or police officer, firefighter, military friend, whatever the case may be. But anybody who known you before the crime and after the crime that can speak on your character is some of the people that you should utilize to reference for you when you're trying to get your Second Amendment restored. And they accept them. They look at them. They read through the letters. I know the judge read through every single recommendation letter that I had. For what reason, I don't know, but he definitely read through them all.
Okay.
Carbon Q, what's up?
What up, Q?
Yo, Shakur, man, listen. I don't know if you know Felon with Firearms, man, but he may be a good brother to reach out to. Just touch base with him, man. See what's up. Maybe he can give you some information you don't have. And on the other side of that, brother, I'm praying for you, man. I hope it all work out. I know it will.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll reach out. Is your email on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, my email's on my YouTube. Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be from Shakur Capital. I'll reach out. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. It's a it was a crime. It's a whole bunch of civil action that's gonna need to be done. But I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just very strange, and they actually revoked my license 2 months before this incident to happen, and I was never notified, which is against our state law. So, stuff like that. You gotta, it's not really too much. You can do besides what you can do after. But I ain't sweating it. I'm still doing my thing, working and trying to help out. So That's all I can do. But
Yeah,
I
what you do,
appreciate it.
I can see why they on you though, man. Because you know they that
Yeah,
the
but the thing
system don't
about it,
want
see, there,
nobody going
like
against.
I'm telling you right now, I got like 150 videos unreleased yet, and this whole situation is making me not release some of the videos too because I don't know if they're gonna try to bust in and say, well, he got the guns now. And these is old videos. If you look at any of my videos, I have the date stamped on the videos. You know, like because I record them on an iPhone or even body cam, and it's a timestamp on it when it was recorded. But they already using videos that's not even bad and trying to make them use against me, so they might overlook the date, although it's right on there, it's in the description, and then next thing you know, I'm locked up again. You see what I'm saying? So I can't really post nothing. So I might give them another channel and have them post it. See how that goes, and just link my channel underneath it or whatever. But yeah, it's very annoying because I have way more, whether it's just recording the police, make sure the situation go good, or it's open carry. It's at least between the two, probably at least 150. But I can't put them out. It just sucks. So people probably wondering like, what's going on? I just after this happened, I'll see in a couple of weeks, see what the lawyers say, but I can't really put them out. I'd already had 30 videos out within the last 2 months, maybe 60. On a low end 20 something, but you can't do nothing. Now I was locked up for 30 a month or more. So, but I appreciate y'all, man.
Hold your head, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
All
stay
right.
strong.
I am.
No
I
doubt.
gotta drop out because I'm working.
All right,
All right, bro.
All right. All right.
man. Boy, it's a lot of different situations going on out there, ain't it, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the
Well, we got
negative
a couple more.
encounters are going to be the things that hurt. Recent negative encounters is one of the things that hurt you when trying to request your Second Amendment. Like clean time is very, very important. It's indispensable, actually. Like you can't, you can't have a felony conviction that's 7 years old, but then have a misdemeanor that's 2 years old and request your rights be restored. You're going to get denied just on that, even though the misdemeanor may not be a disqualifying charge, but you were unable to stay out of trouble for that extended amount of time, and they look at stuff like that. So that's a charge or whatever he's facing that has to be beat. It has to be dismissed.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Hold on. Ghetto.
What up, ghetto?
What's up, brother? What's up,
What's to it,
fellas?
man?
All right, what's going on?
How's it going, man? So I got a question. This is from my cousin actually, and it's for California, for Los Angeles. And
Okay.
basically he got so his question, he sent me his question. He might come up, RG, but I'm not sure. He don't like all this. But basically how to get attempted murder expunged. It's a crime that was in 1992. And I mean the details are basically he was, slanging rock. Dude was a crackhead, stole from him, so he shot at him. He didn't actually hit him, but he still got charged with attempted murder. And it was right after his 18th birthday. And mind you, again, it's 1992. So, it's been 30 years. And since then, no felonies. He's a truck driver, owner, operator. He's doing the whole thing like all the rest of us are doing. And he's been doing it, for 30 years. There's no charges, no nothing. The question is it even possible with someone with that type of record to get all his rights back? Do we need like a pardon or something? He was told he gotta like write something to the governor or something like that. But I figured since you was up here, which is crazy, I was actually going to email you the other day, RGG, to see if you was going to do a show like this eventually. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
This is what I got on California, and it's varying for each state because some state don't allow violent offenses at all. Some states do. You just got to do the diligence and figure out what your state allows. But
Right.
a person convicted of a felony in any jurisdiction or of a misdemeanor offense involving a violent use of a firearm may not own, purchase, receive, possess, or exercise custody or control over any firearm, and that's based on the Cali Penal Code 29800, 29805. Says people with federal offenses lose rights under state law only if their offense would be a felony under California law or if they spent at least 30 days in prison. Now, the right to possess a firearm may be restored by pardon based on a
Okay.
certificate of rehabilitation, except when the underlying offense involved the use of a dangerous weapon. So your research would be based off of the penal codes. And I'm gonna put them in the comment section so you'll know for California what exactly he need to look up.
All right.
So you can transfer this information on to him because I'm not quite sure. I haven't had anybody respond to my platform about their results from California, but I definitely have a vlog up for California with the
Yeah, I see
process. It's lengthy processes and it takes time. So I'm just waiting, for somebody to respond with their results. But it's
All
by
right.
part in California.
So basically, like what he already thinks is he's got to get like a pardon from the governor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
So what?
It's the one he read. That's what it sounds like.
Okay. So basically, like what you did, like show people, like people write good things about him and be able to add that to it. I mean, would
Yeah.
that be a good step?
Yeah, in the pardon application, they have a section where you can provide proof of rehabilitation, reference letters, recommendation letters, etc. So it's an opportunity to explain yourself and to show proof in the pardon process.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be an uphill battle, but it seems
Like
It's
it's not.
possible.
Yeah, it doesn't
you
seem
know.
impossible, right?
Yeah, that basically, he's basically telling him what he. I mean, he didn't know all of it, but he kind of. But it was worth a shot. I appreciate you, my man,
Most
especially for
definitely.
what you do, because there's lots of people out here that. And man, you got yours done in what, 6 years, 7 years after your
Like
crime?
4.5, a little bit close
4.5.
to 5.
Dang, that's
That's
what's
crazy
up.
right there.
Yeah, because it's been 30 years. He did 5 years in Chino for it, but again, all of it's over with. He's working man now. Shit, he's the reason why I'm here. Shit, he may as well be my dad. But um, he got his whole life together and even got out of that state actually. But so does that carries on federally, right? Is that what he said? Like that's federal, so he wouldn't be able to go to another state and try to do
Yeah,
anything.
if it's federal that that he's looking to satisfy, the only method for federal is a presidential pardon.
Oh shit.
And that's what will clear every state. But then there are some states that will allow the judge to make the decision for them or the governor, i.e. Alabama. I just did a vlog for Alabama today, and if you file for a pardon in Alabama, then they can relieve you of state and federal disabilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I said,
All
it's
right.
state variant. You just got to look at their case codes and their laws.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, man. I
Yeah,
really do.
most definitely.
Ghetto.
I put that
RGG.
information up for California in there.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go check it out right now. What's
Okay.
up, Zach? All right, y'all.
I'll holler at you, bro.
Peace, bro.
All right.
Hold on, I got my man here.
Hot
Hot
tub.
tub.
You muted, bro.
Unmute yourself.
What's going on, everybody? My bad.
What's
What up,
happening,
man?
Hot
What happened?
Tub?
What's happening?
ATL in the building.
Hey, man.
You see I'm repping for you tonight.
I see it. You know I'm always ready.
Yes, sir.
But I just want to let y'all know, man. Hey, man, this is a dope interview right here because this brother right here helped me back in 2000 get my rights back. And everything that he suggested, even though Georgia paperwork is a little bit different, the steps are pretty much the same. And I followed what he was putting out on his channel. And that's how I was able not only get my expungement, but my gun rights restored. And that's all thanks to you, bro. So
That's peace, man.
personally,
That's peace.
I got to thank you because I am a living testament to what you do works.
That's peace, man. I
You
appreciate
deserve
that.
all your flowers for that, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you got them back, man, because that's what I'm doing it for, man. To help us. I'm thankful you got it back. That's what make me feel good. That's what encouraged me to keep doing it.
And
Hearing the testimonies.
keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you do serve an important role because a lot of people out here, deserve a second chance. Not only a second chance, but a lot of people got put in messed up situations. And anybody that's been in the legal system know That's the first thing they try to do is get you to plead out, and them pleas hurt you in the long run, but you just trying to get out of a bad situation at the time. So we tend to take, all right, I'll take the plea. They ain't trying to give me too much time, or they just give me probation when in fact you should take it to trial. But you know, the role you playing, man, is much needed, man. I can't wait for the book to come out.
Okay.
Hey, man, so I just wanted to come on here and give you.
Man, when the book coming out, man, I can't wait for the book to come out.
The book is actually available. I'm going to revise the book and include more states in there, because the book that I got now is for Virginia, but it has resources for other states. So what it has the penal codes for every state and what your process is, whether you got a petition, whether you got a pardon, whether you got to go to the board of paroles. But for Virginia, it's specific. It's exactly what I did. But then, like I said, for every other state, I put the codes in. But now I'm going to revise it and include the same steps that I did for Virginia for every other state process. So for the people who don't know how to follow the law lingo or don't know how to utilize the case codes to find the information, I can put it in the book so that they can understand it. And the book currently is available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, any book platform. You can just Google Felon Gun Rights Restoration and it'll pop up.
I'll be buying it tonight, bro.
Felon Gun Right Restoration, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy the book too, man.
But y'all definitely listen to the brother, man, because this is a long overdue interview, bro, and it's dope that you put him on the platform, R-Double.
I appreciate him coming, man. It's dope that he popped up for me, man. I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna pop out, man, but I appreciate all y'all, man, and bro, I definitely appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Peace, black man.
All right, peace.
All right, Hot Tub.
Peace.
Man, bro, that's pretty dope, man. One of our own that went through the process, boy, and got himself together. I love seeing that, man. And I got like a couple homies and family members, man. I'm definitely gonna purchase the book, brother.
And I shared a few links for the vlogs that I have.
Put the link in the chat for the book, so if people want to go and get it, they can. It's just the Amazon link, but I know it's available. I just looked it up. Give me a copy.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I say I get the book tomorrow. Well, I got to have that. All right. Got my order, brother.
So far, successfully, I've helped about 77 people. Predominantly in the state of Virginia, I probably got about 46 people that writes back. Petersburg, Hopewell, Richmond, Virginia Beach, Fairfax, Halifax, all over Virginia. But then there's individuals out of Virginia that has, sent me their documents for me to post on the platform. I've helped 2 people in Ohio. I've even helped New York. I got the firearm relief for New York. Yeah, one person in New York got his gun rights restored, and then one person just got his civil rights. But now that he has his civil rights, he can go on and request for his Second Amendment.
When you say he got his civil rights, what do you mean?
Jury, voting, to run in office. That's the first part of any process. In order to have your Second Amendment, you have to have your civil rights. If you don't have those general rights, you can't request for your Second Amendment.
Okay.
Now that's good information. How difficult was that process
for New York or for me?
Rights back for you?
The civil rights for me was difficult because I'm a violent offender. In Virginia, the governor had passed that if you're a nonviolent felon, they automatically restore your rights. A lot of cats while incarcerated was getting this seal through the mail that their civil rights were restored. But me, I had to prove myself. I had to stay out of trouble. I had to complete probation, and then I had to request. And in my request, I had to, provide proof. I had to show them that I was being productive in order for them to give me mine back. They when I applied for it, it said pending. And mine it said pending for like 3 months. When other cats was getting theirs back immediately, and then it had like update documents, and I had to show them what I've been doing for the time that had passed.
Yeah, man, bro, this is super dope to me, man. I hope everybody is definitely absorbing this information.
Yeah.
You have to be off probation. You have to have your civil rights restored. And then recommendation letters, reference letters, or whatever documentation that you have that show proof that you're being proactive and productive is the key components to requesting for your rights, because without those, you don't even have a chance. You can't just come home from prison last month or last year and expect to file for a pardon or petition to have your Second Amendment restored. Typically, most people probation stipulation says you cannot be around a firearm. You cannot possess, own, carry, transport, or dispose of a firearm. And I have a lot of individuals that come on my platform that ask me, I'm on probation. I wanna, get my gun rights back. And I just suggest, like, look, bro, you gotta wait a couple of years. You gotta at least get off probation before you can even attempt.
Yeah. That makes sense, man. Now, Virginia, I mean, I know you had a little tough time making it happen, but you made it happen. But you made it happen in a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
Have you seen it to be easier in certain states? Like you say, Alabama seems to be.
Alabama seems to be real easy, because when I was doing Alabama, I noticed that they only have to wait 2 or 3 years? Let me pull it up. But it's one of the two. Alabama is only 2 or either 3 years before you can actually file for a pardon. And I found that amazing, because that's no time to pass. And also the fact that Alabama will restore yours even if you have a federal conviction, that's different too, because here in Virginia, if you have a federal conviction, you have to pardon. That's different. That's major. And I believe Alabama was one of the states that if you have an out-of-state conviction, if you have an out-of-state conviction and you live in Alabama, your pardon can satisfy that out-of-state conviction as well. But in Virginia and in most other states, wherever your conviction is, you have to satisfy it in that state. I've only seen 2 states thus far that allow you to satisfy an out-of-state conviction. That's Alabama and that's Texas.
So you said, I want to make sure. So if I get a pardon in Alabama, other states recognize that pardon, almost like a reciprocity sort of thing. They recognize the Alabama pardon.
Sort of. So say you caught a felony offense in Virginia and you live in Alabama. You don't have to come back to Virginia to satisfy the disposition of that charge. Alabama will say, hey, okay, we'll give you your civil rights back, and if you show proof, we'll give you your gun rights back, even though your conviction is in Virginia.
Okay.
But if it was flip side, if you live in Virginia but your felony was in Alabama, you're gonna have to go to Alabama and satisfy it in Alabama first, and then come back to Virginia.
All right. I like Alabama.
I like it. Might have somebody y'all going to move to Alabama for a little
right.
bit.
And Texas. Texas is a good one too. Texas does the out of state. They approve of out of state as well. They have a section on their pardon for out of state convictions.
Brass Hoarder, what up? Yo, anybody I didn't get a chance to speak to, if you came in live, man, my apologies, but this is a very good live, very good topic. So, I'll be listening to my eyes bad. I'm going to get the link back out here, man. Listen, if you guys got questions, please click on the link. Don't be shy. Click on the link, come in and ask them, because I miss the questions oftentimes when they're in the chat.
Is it harder in Commonwealths? Because I always hear like things in Commonwealths are more difficult.
The Commonwealth is ass. Seriously.
But there it is. Man, that's crazy, man. So like, because I hear in the DMV area, like, it's different, even though all them states are crunched up right there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them got good gun laws. The other one, the gun laws suck.
Out of DMV, Virginia has the best gun laws. In DC, presidential pardon is the only way, because that's their own district, so everything in DC is federal.
Right. They're not really.
In Maryland, in order to get an HQL, you typically got to be a part of some type of organization, whether it's a gun community, a shooting range, police officer, security guard. You have to be some sort of affiliate in order to obtain an HQL in Maryland. And if you lose it, it is so difficult to get it back.
There's a question on the screen for you there. I don't know if you can see it.
No, my record still today is not expunged. I honestly just filed my pardon for Virginia like a week ago. I'm still a convicted felon. It's just when they run my information or look at the NCIS, it says rights restored. Now I'm in the process of it saying pardon beside my charges. And still in Virginia, we still don't have that expungement process yet. Like I said earlier, that it don't go into full effect, the expungement and sealing until 2024.
Okay.
Now that's crazy. So if the police behind you, they running your plates or whatever, name come up, you show up as a convicted felon.
Yep.
But you are rights restored. I'll be damned.
It show up for me that I'm a concealed carry owner.
Wow.
Yeah, so they run my license plates. They know it's a firearm in my car. Anybody with a concealed carry permit in Virginia, when they run your plates, they know you have a firearm.
Yeah, man. Now that's deep. Because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, that's got to be a little nerve wracking, especially if the police are asshole.
There's another.
I don't know why, but I like to deal with it. They get behind me and they decide to pull me. I got a video on my platform, live. I went live the very first time I was pulled with my firearm just to record the encounter because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
but they didn't bother me at all.
Somebody said that now that your rights are restored, does it really matter for an expungement? Does it really matter?
It depends on what you're trying to accomplish in life. For me, yes, it does matter because I would like to obtain my FFL dealer.
Okay.
You know, I just got the policy back from the ATF stating that a fully restored felon can obtain an FFL's dealer, but I still want to show them that I'm proactive, so I have less of a chance of being denied. So that's why I put in my pardon. And that's why I'm waiting for that law to pass so that I can get mine sealed and expunged.
Okay.
That's dope.
But if you're not trying to, increase something or add value or fortify something that you got going on where it's required, then no, it's not necessary.
All right.
In my opinion, my non-professional.
What up, bro?
Is my mic on? I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna screw this thing up. If y'all can hear me, I apologize for screwing this up because I went out and went back in. But what I wanted to say was, I hope I'm not talking over nobody. I wanted to say, if you are a felon, there are some less lethal options that I do recommend, such as some of the guns you may see the police use in riots. FNN has one that I think should be petitioned for citizens to get, but right now you can't get it. It could actually shoot through glass. But there are some less lethal pepper ball guns that you can get, rubber bullets or rubber bullets mixed with metal or whatever, that some felons can get depending what state they're in. So I do suggest it. So I suggest people look into it, see if you can get it as a felon or not. Now, it's not the ideal thing, but it is something that I do suggest. They are louder than you expect, and it is a decent alternative. In some states, it's easier. Some states, you can get black powder pistols, but you rather get the adjudication or try to get the rights back completely. But while you're in the process, I think it's a good option. I hope you guys are able to hear that. I can't hear you guys at all.
Okay, we heard you, brother.
So, as a disclaimer, because I'm listening to what's being said, no one here is a lawyer. This is all stuff you can go research, find out for yourself. No one here is giving any legal advice. So you should go do your due diligence, do your research, find an attorney to get true legal advice. No one here is a lawyer or giving advice, legal advice. 100%. Put that out there.
That's why I just stated in my non-professional opinion.
That's right.
Anybody with any states that would like to get, some case codes, some directions, some penal codes in order to what can be done to restore your gun rights, drop it in the comment section. I'll include, the codes in the chat so that you guys can have a starting point to do some research.
Can you drop something about New York? 'Cause I got my nephew. This is something.
Absolutely.
This is something I know he'd be interested in.
I'm gonna go to New York right now.
New York.
And I actually, and what I had did was I didn't see them in the chat, but I had posted a few links to the vlogs that I had already done for individuals to be able to click on them. New York is here.
What'll
We might
happen?
have to copy and paste the link so it'll be live.
Yeah, if you because right, in order for it to be live, one of us would have to like put it in the chat, or it just shows up. It doesn't show up live.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I guess you could email it, and then we can pop
Okay.
it in there for you.
Okay. Well, let me just pull up New York.
Well, yeah, don't y'all be hesitant to come in and ask any questions.
Yeah.
I mean, you may or may not know the answer, but
So
definitely
for
don't be
New
afraid
York,
to come in and ask.
So for New York, and this is out of the book, for New York, the firearm rights lost, he gonna have to wait. Firearm rights lost may be expressively restored by pardon or certificate of good conduct. And that's based on the NY Penal Code 400.00. Let me put that in there.
What you can do is if you paste like your links and stuff, if you paste it in the private chat in StreamYard, and then I can copy and paste it, and it'll be live if we paste it in the regular chat.
Okay.
Thanks, Ghetto. What up, Pyro?
Yeah, Deuce Dollar out here. Deuce Dollar.
What up, Pyro?
I was trying to find that, but Texas, Florida, and Georgia got some friends with some weight charges. Federal, are they able to do something with that?
Yeah, the federal, again, if it's federal, the process is the presidential pardon. There is the video for all them states that you just mentioned. I have those videos in my platform, and the information is explained very layman terms for them to understand it. But if anything is federal, 9 times out of 10 it have to be a presidential pardon, unless like the state of Alabama stated that they can satisfy it through the governor.
So they would have to live in Alabama to do that?
Yeah, that's for Alabama. Yeah, but if you go through the presidential pardon, you can do that in any state. That's federal.
Okay.
It's like if that's a question.
List get on the way for a pardon?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is it a list that they get on just to wait for a pardon?
Yeah, the pardon list is backed up. The presidential pardon list is backed up. You got to think about everything else that's going on in society that they have to attend to. So my best advice is just be proactive about it, get it in, and to recommend that they badger them like you badger somebody when you apply for a job. You don't wait for them to call you back. You ask, what's the status of my application? You know what I'm saying? Send them emails, call them. I kick down the door. I don't like taking no for an answer.
Right.
If I was in this situation, and let's say I moved to Alabama, is there a time limit that I need to be living in the state before I'm eligible to use Alabama?
Now I haven't ran across that information yet, because like I said, I just did Alabama today. I didn't see anything about how long you have to live there. Only thing that I seen is a 2 to 3 year wait after the conviction.
Okay.
So I would assume, in my non-professional opinion, if you go live there for 2 or 3 years, then you can shoot your shot.
Okay.
For sure.
Shoot your shot.
All right, it's not like when I'm jump back in the chat because
Can't make the shot unless you shoot it. All right, $2.
You see that? That's the question. Adonis he asked.
I have drug charges from cocaine and like very small quantities. I'm from Illinois. We just talked about Illinois too.
Yep.
It said for Illinois it was a 20-year wait period. Let me pull that back up.
Dang. Illinois, terrible, man. DB, what up?
You got to think about everything that go on in Illinois, man. Why they would be so tough on you guys?
Yeah. But damn, man.
20 years is a long time.
Absolutely. I believe North Carolina was 20 years too. Illinois and North Carolina, both 20-year states.
Mm.
All right.
What up, Daryl B? Locked in. What up, Roadblock?
Good, everybody. What's good,
Are you
everybody?
still in that same room, bro?
Sure is. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, man.
What's
I'm here all week, man. I go home. I come home tomorrow. I had a quick question. So my barber. You said what?
No, go ahead, man. I'm gonna leave you alone.
What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Good in yourself. What's going on?
Man, I'm good. Okay, so my main question is my barber in Ohio. So I live in Ohio. He wanted to sign up for my class, but he said that he can't get a firearm because he has 2 felonies. He said they can expunge one, but they won't expunge the other one. Is that true? I'm trying to figure out.
Expungement is not necessarily always the case. You know, you can be pardoned from something, and
it was like 20 years ago. It was like 20 some years ago. It was 2 drug related felonies.
Yeah, expungement is what's going to remove and basically seal the record, but it's not necessary to have your record sealed in order to obtain your Second Amendment. All you have to do is basically provide rehabilitation and prove forgiveness and get forgiveness. But I'm gonna tell you the codes for Ohio. So
hold on, let me grab the pen.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Roadblock gonna grab a pen. Go ahead, Roadblock. Get that pen, boy.
It says firearm rights lost if convicted of a violent felony or any drug offense. Relief available from court. Ohio code. This is the code for it. 2923.
2923.
0.125.
0.125.
Comma. 2923.
2923.
0.13.
0.13.
Comma. 2923.
2923.
0.14.
0.14. So what would you think? What will be his best option to get his rights restored? Like, because I know, like you said earlier, the lawyers charge you 3 stacks, 3-4 stacks to try to get that.
I suggest everybody do it themselves at least 2 times, man. DIY, and that's why I like I said, I put the information on my platform. I got the video for the Ohio process in my channel with all the case codes, with the pardon application, with the requirements for the application is laid out so that they can get it done. Like I've helped 2 people successfully in Ohio.
Okay. Man,
so I would suggest doing it. Tell him do it himself, and then, you know, if he feel incompetent after trying himself, then seek a lawyer. But
and
then
he's a business owner.
Also bargain with the lawyer because he essentially or basically have the information necessary.
Okay. All right, man. I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. I'm gonna go call him right now. I'm gonna step off. Anybody else got some more questions, man? I'll let y'all. Zach, RGG.
Yeah, man.
Man, y'all be good, man.
See if I can find the link to the video for the Ohio, and I'll post it in the chat if I can find it.
Yeah, please do, because I'm about to send all this information to my barber now.
Question for you guys: if I go into another screen and grab the video and bring it back, would it disconnect me? Because other than that, I don't really know how to get to you guys.
No, it won't disconnect you.
It shouldn't. It might just turn your camera off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So we need Ohio and Illinois. So what it did, it cut the camera off?
You can do whatever you need to do. You good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See anything in the comments, man?
Hold on, let me check. I was trying to find
You can be successful without an education. You can be successful without coming from a rich family. You can be successful. I don't care what color.
Trying to see if I see any questions.
All right,
I
here
mean,
go the
so he just
video.
sent his brother the information for Ohio. Ghetto was saying you can share the screen too if you want to. Hey, yo, it's Mike. Well, I don't know what part of Ohio. I should have asked him. But
I know.
Zach is in Ohio too, man. And Roadblock is in Ohio. I remember I told you I know some guys out in Ohio.
Roadblock up north, Toledo.
Brandy Clark, what's up?
Peace, Brandy. What up,
AK
Shane?
Shane, what it do?
Kingdom Defense. I know he's in Ohio too. I don't know what part though. Roadblock, I hope you see that.
You said send it in the private chat, right?
Yeah, if you put it in the private chat, I can copy it over and it'll be a hot link. All
That
right,
was for
here we go.
that was Illinois.
That's Illinois.
Yep, that's Illinois.
All right.
And let me go pull up Ohio.
It's for Illinois, right? Get used to this. All right, so that's to the video for Illinois. I just dropped that in the chat, so anybody should be able to click on that or copy and paste it.
I'm putting the Illinois out there.
It's out
Texas,
there. I'll drop it again.
Colorado, Florida, South Carolina, Utah, Oklahoma,
Yeah, this is dope.
Ohio. Here we go.
There's a couple of people not
Where's
there.
my fly family, man?
I don't know. Billy, where you at? I ain't seen him. Seen him one time earlier.
You know, he down there in Georgia, man. Ever since he came from New York, went to Georgia, he started acting funny.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, you know, when people get money and move south, they forget about all their homies up north.
All right, and there go Ohio right there.
It's a good question, Tap In.
All right.
Interesting question. For sure, Rich Homie.
Do I think that the constitutional carry and the simultaneous legalization of 420 is a trap for black people? No, I do not, because at the end of the day, you know you're not supposed to consume drugs or alcohol while in possession of a firearm. If you choose to, I believe that is your free will and you made a poor decision.
New York has just dropped in the chat, people.
That was amazing, amazing answer.
Sure was.
Are you ready for On the Fly, Billy? Okay. Hold on, man. So look, bro, what's your name, man?
Devin the dude. Yeah.
Devin, because I don't want to keep saying felon with firearms. Devin. My
Oh
man
yeah,
Devin.
they call me Big Felon in the city. I do my due diligence.
Big felon.
Big felon.
Big felon. Let's
I
sound
earned
like
that job.
What up, bro?
Big felon. That's Big felon. Boy, that's a hell of a name, boy. You earned it.
I earned that.
New York and
Hold
New York and Illinois in the chat. Or was that Ohio?
We done had some serious conversation. So now I need to get things popping for a second. So just bear with me real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 5 on the Fly, where we ask our guests 5 random questions with no right answer. So sit back and let's have some fun.
All right, man. So this is a segment I do every time I bring a guest on. I want you to meet my brother, my fly family. That's Billy. Billy, meet Devin.
What's happening?
What's up to each other,
What's
man?
going on, young fella? How you feel?
All is well, man. I can't complain. How about yourself?
Not bad. I appreciate you getting back with me, man. I appreciate you coming through. There's a lot of information, a lot of people. This is like a candy store for some right now, because sometimes they just feel like there's a wall they can't get over. So we damn sure appreciate it, man.
And just so you know, his stage name is Billy the Barge. Just so you know.
Okay.
Billy
So what we're
DeBarge.
gonna do now is we're gonna ask you 5 quick questions. They're gonna come at you fast. You give a quick answer. There's no right and there's no wrong, just your preference. And are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Playboy, here we go. Number 1, iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
My dog.
Mm.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Damn.
iPhone.
Yes, sir. iPhone. Let's go.
All right, number two. Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle?
Ooh.
Kevin Hart.
Oh,
wow.
I like it. I go with Kevin Hart. I mean, I like Dave Chappelle, but I go with Kevin Hart.
I ain't never really got into Chappelle, man. His dry humor, it get me. I think the only skit that he did that I like was it Tom Biggums, the crackhead? Yeah.
let me tell you something about me, Joe Rogan. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
In the game of spades, high joker, low joker, or 2 of diamonds, 2 of spades?
Ace high.
Ace high. Boy, what?
Oh no. Oh no.
Ace high.
Boy, big felon. That's my dog. Y'all better stop playing with me. Keep telling y'all, boy. Everybody want. I should pause the whole live, Billy, and go just run outside and tell everybody.
I thought you was gonna jump out your chair there for a minute.
Ace high. Come on, man. The real spade players. Where they at?
Come on, man.
There it is. All right, you ready?
He about to cry. He didn't like that.
New York rap or Atlanta rap?
New York. My favorite is Nas.
Oh, there you go. Queens.
I told you just left alive.
Queens in the building. What?
So, brother, listen. The last question, RGG is gonna go ahead and ask it. It's super duper super important. Hopefully, you stay in live after you answer this, bro. RGG, the floor is yours.
The questions was a joke. This the real deal here. Well, first question. You in Virginia, bro. You eat grits?
Yeah.
What you put on your grits, man?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. You just eat the grits plain?
Man, grandma raised me, man.
No
Nothing.
salt, no salt,
Hey,
no pepper,
he
no
winning.
butter.
He winning.
Nothing.
He winning. As
Hey.
long as they don't say, I can't even tell you what you can't
Right.
But sugar.
say. Hell no. Sugar. He laughed at
like,
that.
nah, ain't no sugar.
No damn
He
sugar.
don't put nothing on his grits.
He said nothing. Boy, big felon for real.
He a grit hero.
he big fella for real, Jack.
Jeez.
Nothing. I ain't never
Nothing.
nobody grits with nothing.
Hey,
Damn.
man.
It's better than sugar though.
I'm gonna try that Saturday. I'm scared to try it.
No,
during the week.
sir.
It might make me boo boo.
I need something on there. I ain't trying.
Something.
Like I said, man,
You
grandma
gotta
raised
have
me,
something
man.
on your grits, man. But anyway,
what would
as
you,
long
what
as
would
it ain't
you,
sugar,
what, what's
anything.
your preference?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, salt, pepper, butter.
Okay.
That's how I get down, man. But there's some weird people in the world, man. Some people
Right.
actually put sugar on their grits.
Right.
Yeah.
Bothers me.
Like it's cream of wheat or something.
Yeah, cream of wheat would be sugar grits. That's just a thing that's bothered me for a while, man. But Billy, he go ahead, Billy. You can tell him yourself. I'm not here to put your business in the street.
I'm not trying to get kicked out the live, so you have it your way
I'm
today.
not gonna kick you out.
So sugar
I got
grits-
questions.
So
We
sugar
could have
grits,
guessed though. We could have guessed
marshmallow
what
in the
Billy.
corn, oxtail and blueberry muffin eating.
He sing R&B too, bro. He R&B singer too in his spare time.
Damn it.
Hey man, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you, my
All
friend.
day,
Hang
all
around if
day.
you want to, man. So, bro, this
Yep.
this has been super informative, man.
Yeah.
If I can do, and I'm talking, we ain't done yet, but if there's anything that I could do to help you push that agenda, brother, you always feel free to reach out to me, and we get that word out best we can. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I have no
Yeah,
problem with
definitely.
it.
We come across a lot of people, a lot of questions, and man, I tell you, sometimes it's a heated debate, and nobody has definite answers, right answers, or even just lead you that direction type of information. So this
Right.
is definitely dope.
Right.
A question I did want to ask you. Out of the large amount of people that you are helping, are there any females that seek your advice?
Absolutely. I've helped roughly 6 females, and I'm actually working with one right now.
Good, good.
Yep.
Do you see that
Okay.
there's like that it's easier for females than it is for males, or vice versa?
This is a non-biased response, but typically, yeah, because females don't tend to do a lot of the foolishness that men do, and then when it comes to trying to put themselves in better positions, females seem to be a little more efficient at times. So a lot of the females have everything lined up that I be needing to help them get the work done versus the men procrastinating.
Okay.
Yeah. Or they get frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
part way through the process and just stop. Yeah, I can imagine, man, because I'm listening to all the stuff and it just sounds like it could be a bit overwhelming. But if you're serious about getting your rights back and you try to do the right thing, then I say, fight the process. Damn, man, I'm tripping on this Illinois with the 20 years, man.
All right.
That's some time.
So you can't even go. You can't even go for the pardon in Illinois until you wait the 20 years. If you're a violent offender.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
have you dealt with any red flag law type of cases as of yet?
Nah. And then I'm just thinking about personally, I haven't had any red flag encounters, and then the people who I've run across that I've been, kind of guiding, they didn't seem to be any.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we talk about a violent crime, that's obviously when you. This almost sounded the dumbest question in the world, but I guess my thing is just if you have a gun charge, but you didn't discharge the weapon or nothing, you just, you got caught with the weapon and maybe you weren't supposed to have it, or whatever the case was. That's not considered a violent crime.
In Virginia, possession of a firearm is a misdemeanor.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah, you don't get locked up half the time. You'll just get a citation.
Wow.
Damn, wow. You sound all right, boy. You caught with a firearm.
But if you're a felon, yeah, it's going to jail.
Yeah, without a question.
Yeah, but if you're not a felon, then, like example, you're not a felon, but you don't have your conceal permit, and your gun is concealed, you're gonna get a ticket.
Absolutely, Prepper 101. The answer to your question is yes.
101, what up?
Yeah, what up, 101?
Yeah, you put
I got a question for you guys.
You get locked up.
I got a question for you guys in regards to the violent offense or the violent felon, right? I did an event with the guy Trenchwork, and in my argument I had posed that isn't in a situation of self-defense, you have to discharge your firearm or whatever the case may be. Based on principle, isn't that an act of violence? Whether it's justified or not, but isn't that an act of violence?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, by definition.
Yeah.
I mean,
because that's what I posed, because I was, when they were asking me why did I feel like I deserved my gun rights back, and I was like, because I deserve the right to defend myself, just like a person who hasn't been convicted of a crime. And I said, isn't self-defense where you discharge a firearm, isn't that an act of violence? I said, and not making an excuse for my charge, but if you listen to the nature of my charge, it was a bar fight that brother fell on glass, cut himself, and I took a plea for malicious wounding. We don't know whether my case was I initiated or if it was self-defense, but in a case of discharging a firearm in self-defense, it's still an act of violence. So how can you banish me but then applaud him?
I guess context matters.
Yeah, context and circumstance.
Is what they would say.
Yeah.
But
now, do you get a lot of pushback?
Do I?
In conversations, I know it must be rough.
Do I? I get pushback on social media. I get pushback in person. is a community of people that don't like what I do, and that's the people who hate felons. Point blank. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
every felon ain't bad, and every person that's not a felon ain't good.
That's right.
and like I said before, like everybody has committed a crime, but everybody haven't been caught.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I know some people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you jaywalked or whether you threw a piece of paper outside your litter, that's a crime. You just ain't been caught. So come on, man, lighten up a little bit.
Yeah, I think it should be a case by case basis.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. Like I agree. Like in my situation, my violent offense, I believe they reviewed mine, and it was situational. You know, the context of the crime to what ultimately made them make their decision.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now, is there any type of felony that doesn't restrict your rights?
It's
Like,
state by state.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's state by state. Every state, some states won't allow a violent felon to have their rights restored, but then you have states that would. It's just all based on the law. And off the top of my head right now, I can't recite the ones that do and don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I was reading the comment. I don't agree with that, because if I'm a person and I do something ridiculously heinous, and by some chance it's not pedophilia, and I get out of jail, you mean to tell me that I should just be able to walk out and get my gun rights back? Because the question was, unless you got a felony for doing some sort of pedophilia, you should be able to just walk out of jail and get your gun rights back. That was the statement. I believe that that's idiotic. Sorry, I believe it's ridiculous.
I don't agree. If you like the serial killer off Saw,
Right.
I don't think you should get your rights back.
Right.
Yeah, definitely case by case basis.
Because it's been proven that jail is not. It's supposed to be rehabilitative, but it's used more for punishment. It's punitive. It's supposed to be for rehabilitation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's supposed to be for. But it's used to punish people, not rehabilitate.
It's up to the individual to rehabilitate itself while incarcerated. They don't offer no resources, and the few resources that they do have, you gotta fight uphill battles to get into those programs. You know, there's people on waiting lists for 4 and 5 years just to get into a work release program or to get into one of those trade programs.
Mm-hmm.
My older brother waited 6 years in the feds just to get his GED.
Wow.
So the resources aren't just at their disposal. Like, you really have to be on it. You really have to badger them people to get things accomplished while incarcerated. They are not there to rehabilitate you.
Yeah, so the system. If the
So
system,
I have a question. What is the what's the gun purchasing process in Virginia?
FFL dealers. I haven't done a private purchase, so I can't speak on it. But it's a FFL dealer. If I order a gun offline, I pay for it. It's shipped to the nearest FFL gun store, and you have to go in there. You have to fill out, the application. They run your background, and
so your background comes back. You get a hit. I bet you get delayed every time.
The first 5 purchases I was delayed, but after that, I go to the same gun store. Typically, they know who I am, so I don't have that issue anymore. But like the first 5 times, yeah, I was delayed. My first delay was for like 6 hours. I didn't even get to get my firearm that day. They called me the following morning. My first purchase was a 500 Magnum Smith & Wesson 3.5-inch barrel.
That damn wrist ain't no good.
Right. Damn.
Sentimental value, man. It was. I wanted to be, it was a part of an heirloom. I wanted to possess some of my grandfather, but I couldn't at the time. So I decided to use that as the sentimental value.
First purchase.
Let me ask you a quick question. If you have a felon in your home and you own firearms, is there any rules and regulations? If can you live with a felon owning firearms?
don't quote me on this, but I'm gonna tell you what an officer told me. So at that time, my fiance, she was in the military. She was a Navy reservist, and she owned firearms. And me being a felon at the time, without my rights restored, I had a few. When I was bodybuilding, I had a few officers that I trained. I strength and condition trained them. So I end up asking them, like, what can we do so that I'm not breaking the law in home and in vehicle? He said, in home, you have to have two methods of security. You have to have the trigger lock on it, and it has to be stored away in a safe that I can't get to. So a combination safe or a safe without the key in it would be the two methods. And then in vehicle, it would either have to be locked in a glove box or either in her possession, on her possession.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. What I was gonna say. Oh damn! What word is? Oh, come on, Coy.
Recidivism. Recidivism, bro.
No, that's not a word. What
it is? It's recidivism.
Recidivism
just means like doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Why he didn't just say do it again?
He said we're here to educate.
And that makes perfectly good sense what he says. When it's because when a person, I believe that when a person pays their quote unquote debt to society, once that debt is paid, you should be able to come home and live a normal life because you paid your debt to society. You shouldn't have to come home and keep paying for another 20, 30, 50 years, however long you're in this world. That just makes sense to me. Till you get out and you end up doing the same thing you did before because you need to eat and you need to have somewhere to live. I mean, it makes sense. It's because they don't want you to do better. That's all that is. But that's a whole other story.
Billy, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Billy, you live with a felon. What? How do you guys work it out down there?
I keep it all in my name.
No, but what's your thought? What's your thoughts on felons being able to have their rights restored?
I definitely think it's a case by case, very sensitive basis, and there are certain crimes that I'm not willing to, as a citizen, let my child, enjoy his life out in the open when I know certain elevated crimes that are considered felonies. Somebody fought for their rights to get restored or whatever, or definitely even if, as far as them getting their rights as soon as they serve their debt to society, I just don't think that's proper. I think that there is a few red tape situations and letters to be written about it because, oftentimes they learn in jail is worse than what they did or do on the streets. So it's definitely case by case. A lot of situations like Devin's, I wouldn't have an issue. But if there's rape, pedophilia, abuse, domestic abuse, just because you served your little 3 years, you never know what the judge was lenient about. I couldn't feel safe being on the streets at the same time as that person. So it's definitely case by case, in my opinion.
I wonder if there's situations where, or have you heard of it, Devin, where somebody's able to restore their civil rights, but deny their Second Amendment?
Yeah, absolutely. It happens often. I have several individuals that I've worked with who were unable to restore their, their Second Amendment due to the nature of their charges. And, my worries to them is just, that's just a barrier. Don't take no for an answer. Re-aim, regroup, go back. I said, if you can get some accomplishments at work, if you can pick up a trade, if you can, anything that you can do to prove yourself, especially after, having general conversation with the individual and they seeming to be a clear and cognitive person, I tell them just keep trying. Don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
Everybody don't get them back.
Were you ever in?
Like me, I was denied my first time.
Yeah.
Were you ever in workings with somebody, and then some way through it, you started to see a different? They give you the best of them early on, and then before you know it, you're like, I don't think I should have got. You ever turn somebody down like halfway through the process?
It's this guy that's on my YouTube platform. Every time I go live, he comment, or whenever I post my videos, he be the first person to comment, and we had a conversation. But that's a guy I'm not willing to help. He initially in one of my videos, it was my video for New York, and I had my BP-12 shotgun and a cigarette, and his initial comment was, "Oh, drug addicts can't be around guns. You smoking marijuana in the video with a gun." And I'm just like, bro, this is a cigarette. Like, you can't see the butt, or and then he went in about how his situation was mental health related, but then here you are, a violent felon, you're a predator, you're he just bashed me, trying to be condescending about me, but then turn around and ask me for help, ask me for advice, ask me for guidance, ask me for direction. And me being the person I am, regardless of him being that one person who was the way he was, I still was going to do that state. I wasn't going to do it for him, but I was going to put the information out there. But then another follower commented. He was like, I wouldn't help that man do shit. Don't give that man no information, no advice. He was just calling you a predator, and you're a violent criminal, and you're going to repeat the same offenses, but then he's going to turn around and ask you for help. And I was just like, you know what, you got a point. So I told Buddy, the best of luck to you. Get a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't blame you, man.
Right.
You're better than me, boy. You definitely changed your life.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that a lot too. Like, that's messed up because you're trying to do something positive to give information back, and then you get people. This virtual world is something else, bro. I'm trying to, like, I don't get it as bad, but I do see it. Like, I see it, and I try to adjust. I talk to people around me, and I struggle with it. Like, I really struggle with understanding the virtual world versus reality, because people don't move like I move. They don't move on principles and morals, and especially with my straightforward approach. I got a problem, I call you. If we're gonna talk about it. I don't wanna do none of that old weird stuff. That ain't how I'm cut. And it ain't even about being tough. It's just about being a stand-up guy. So in the virtual world, people do stuff different, and it's a hard adjustment for me. You know what I mean? Because
the internet is undefeated.
I swear it is. And the thing that gets me every time, one of the most confusing things in the world about the internet to me, if you're doing something on your channel that I don't like, boy, I have the absolute right not to fuck with your channel.
Yep.
Just don't look
keep
at
going.
it.
I don't even gotta, like, I don't like it. I don't like what he stand for, what he said. I'm gonna keep it moving. How hard is that? But people will take time out to, bother you. You know what I'm saying? Or say something to you. And then, at first I used to just, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Sometimes I just be like, boy, I swear. You take it, almost take it too serious. And then I just start ignoring people, man. I just be like, you know what, forget it, man. Because it ain't worth it. You'll find yourself beefing with people on the internet you ain't never seen them. It's somebody in Wiley Freak, Montana, sitting behind a keyboard saying something outlandish to you, somebody you ain't never gonna see in your life. So I'm learning to deal with it, man. I'm getting a lot better. Yeah. And I meet guys who you just tell that's just cut the same way, and they really stand up guys, and I be trying to see how they deal with the internet. So I'll be reading that, like listening to you say somebody talking crazy to you. You like, I done been through it. Said, well, he trying to make me relapse, man. I done changed my damn life, and now you want to talk crazy to me. So that's how I be sometimes.
I tend to ignore ignore them people. I address some of it, but what I do is, granted, I'm rehabilitated, but a lot of my friends aren't. So I just tell one of my buddies, I got a troll. I got a troll on my channel, man. Go handle that. And they are entertain the foolishness while I continue to do what I need to do.
There ain't nobody around me rehabilitated. That's my problem. That's why I got to be careful how I move. Huh? They act like they ain't got no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you
It'd
try
be a good laugh, though.
everybody grounded, man.
Yeah, it'd be a good laugh. Yep.
Be like, where he at? What he commented? Where he from? Oh, man, we ain't doing that. But yeah,
Yo, I got a super important question for you.
Oh,
okay.
Are you a gun snob, bro?
Am I who?
Are you a gun snob?
Good question. You gotta think about it. Listen, you don't even have to answer. I can get the answer out you by asking you a couple more questions.
I mean,
Question number one. What's your EDC?
509C.
Oh shit.
That's it.
He might be sliding that way. What's your favorite gun to shoot for accuracy?
My Saint Edge.
Okay.
What about
ARP.
handgun?
Handgun?
What's your most expensive handgun? Outside of that 500 you got?
Outside of that 500 is my 509C.
He might not be a gunsmith.
I don't think he is.
I think he's a regular gun guy like myself.
Mm.
Yeah.
At least a regular gun guy like me. But
not like you. Anyway. Not like you. Because gun snob, he would have definitely said, staccato. He would have went.
Mm-hmm.
So no, man, he good, man. He good.
Maybe the FNX 45, one of those.
FNX 45 is not a gun snob gun. The Edge,
it's the doorway.
Not everybody, but
the doorway
Victor
to it.
Edge is a super dope AR, but a lot of people own it. It's not like it's some super out of reach gun. You can find one for about $1 or less if you're lucky.
Edge?
That ain't bad. Oh yeah, $1,000 right now. Like they had went crazy. They had went up a lot during the pandemic. But I remember getting mine right before the pandemic, and it was $1,000.
Okay.
I paid $1,000. Wait, don't let me lie to you.
I think the Victor is the $800 AR by them. The Victor is the $800 one.
Wait, you talking about the rifle?
Yeah, the pistol.
The pistol, yeah, that's what I got. The pistol.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Zach do too.
Yeah.
Okay. I must have just got beat in my head. I think I paid like $1,400 for mine.
Yep, knocked you clean out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was pandemic prices.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, pandemic prices, man. You gonna pay for that?
Mm-hmm.
No, he said a couple years ago they was like $1,500. I guess they was a little bit more expensive a couple years ago. That's when they first dropped them.
Yeah, because I got mine before the pandemic. Because I remember when I made that video, I did a video, can a convicted felon get their concealed carry permit, and I had the Edge on the table in that video. That was before the pandemic.
Okay.
So I must have got it when it first dropped.
Okay. Yeah, I can see.
How do you do, traveling in and out of state, as far as work? Are you checking like reciprocity as you travel, or?
I'm a USCCA elite member. I got the app on my phone, and I also do my research every state I travel in. If it's a state that don't honor my permit, I put it out there, say approved, travel safe, unload the clip, take one out the head, and put it away from the driver's seat. But if I'm I'm going through states where I'm free to go, it's right there in my cup holder.
Okay, that's all good.
It's important to trip plan as a truck driver because some routes I can't take. So while I'm trip planning for my route, I trip plan for my firearm.
Smart man.
That's dope.
USCCA elite member.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see who else got some dope questions. Billy, are you a gun snob?
Sir.
Yeah, are you a gun snob?
Hell no, in Richmond, Virginia.
That's the king of Torcado.
Nope. Got me some Taurus.
The king of Torcado.
That's right. Torcado.
The Victor pistol. The edge shelf. That's what I got. I don't even know what I got no more.
I got an edge.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Cobble?
Yeah, I got an edge. And I
didn't even know it was a Victor pistol.
Yeah, there's a Victor.
I thought it was the St. Victor Edge.
There's a St. Victor pistol.
There's a St. Victor and then the St. Victor Edge.
Yeah.
There's a St. Victor, then there's a St. Edge.
Yeah,
oh,
I got Edge.
Yeah, I got the Edge. I think I just watched Fellow Firearm video yesterday. I didn't know he would be on the show. He said, "What up, dog?" He's here.
2A. What's happening, 2A? What's happening?
So if y'all not subscribed to Bro channel, can we get the link to his channel out there again?
Yep.
Try to get everybody over. I think it's dope, man. Subscribe, turn them notifications on. As you can see, the brother got a wealth of knowledge that he's willing to share. That's rare. Ask him about if he knew about his rights before becoming a felon. That's a good question. Did you start learning about your rights after you got in trouble, or were you aware of your rights prior?
Well, I wasn't aware of my rights before. I didn't care about my rights. Once I got my first felony conviction and that state of mind I was in during those times, I really didn't care. I was a hoodlum running the streets. I ain't care about no gun rights. I was gonna carry a gun regardless. Yeah. But after maturing, after dealing with life on life terms and trying to figure out the best approach on life and deciding that I want better, then I started looking into things. One thing I've always been, since a jit, I've always been an avid reader. So, once I had that time, away with no responsibilities, truly, I got 3 meals a day, had a shower. I utilized that time to educate myself. And along that process, I learned how indispensable my rights was going to be for my success in life. Civil rights and my Second Amendment. Like, I got a daughter now, 2 years old. You think daddy don't take that daughter legally? I appreciate it.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, you're right, man. You're right. It took me a lot of time to get it figured out and to understand that I had, got myself out the neighborhood and out that life, and I could just do right. You know what I'm saying? Because I could just remember making some dumb decisions. Just dumb. I mean, stuff that could have got me just out of here, man. So so when I think back to that or think about it, that's me always preaching to my sons, get it done right. It ain't even worth it, man. Because it took me so many years to even know that I could be legal. I didn't know you could have a AR-15 legally or AK legally. I ain't know that, man. We all through the neighborhood trying to grab AKs. Boy, who got the AK? Paying big dollars for them. We could have been going to the stores, man.
Half the price.
Yep.
Getting them legal.
Didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So is there ever a situation? I'm sorry. Is there ever a situation where you're dealing with, say, certain judges or politicians, and then like the voting comes around and then they're gone? Somebody's been elected into that spot and you got to kind of start all over, or does it kind of just flow into?
I'm not aware of that effect yet. I'm not aware of that effect. I'll see as time progresses, as we have new elections. But as of right now, it seems to be going fairly smooth.
Good.
I mean, and do you believe that there's just pretty much a case of just lack of knowledge?
Absolutely.
People just choose not to go do the research?
Absolutely, because even, oh my God, lack of knowledge is the biggest thing, like the biggest component. Is a scripture And I'm not even getting religious, but there's a scripture that says, for a lack of knowledge, people shall perish.
That's right.
All the resources and information that I've obtained over the last 5 years, 6 years has been due solely to me reading and applying information. Knowledge is the foundation of all in existence. It must be known in order to make manifest. That's going to always be number one. Knowledge of. You got to apply that knowledge, which is going to be your wisdom, to understand it. Like, without knowledge, without the information, without the traditional, observational, or experimental learning, you are going to have a lack of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the research is so pivotal. And that's why, I don't bash anybody for not taking the case notes and doing their own research. Like I said, I do it because I'm passionate about it. That's why I get up and do the vlogs when I do them. But the book alone that I published has the case codes for every single state. And some people, I've had responses where they order my book, but they say, well, I don't feel like doing the research. Can I just pay you? And I'm like, well, didn't you order the book? Like, do the research. I'm willing to help you, but you got what you need right in front of you. Do the research.
Yeah. Hot Tub, you back?
Yeah, I'm back one more again, man. I did have a question for bro. So I told you helped me get my rights back and my record expunged and everything. But the issue I'm running into is that it's still showing up on, how they put your mugshot up and stuff like that. That's still on the internet. And I know by Georgia law, they got up to a year to take that down. I'm 2 years removed from mine, and it's showing up. So, do you know the process?
That's a question I can't answer, brother. I would suggest getting an attorney, because to me that sounds like defamation of character at this point.
Is.
Yeah.
Hey, Hot Tub, send me your mugshot, though, man. I'd love to put it up on the screen.
I will absolutely not do that.
All right.
I'm proud of that, bro.
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's happening,
man? How you doing? Hey, what's going on, my guy, man? I follow you a lot. You got a lot of helpful information, especially for myself and the people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I definitely want to salute you, man, and tell you appreciate it, man. You are touching a lot of people. Pause. That you're helping a lot of people, bro.
Appreciate it.
You have a lot of helpful information. I deal with a lot of kids that just don't donate rights. They either have surrendered them to like first offender, and they don't know how to really get off that path, even though they've done everything right. So, definitely salute to you, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, for real. To answer, who's that asked about the pictures on the internet?
That was me, bro.
Yeah, so it basically, you're just gonna need a aggressive attorney. Give them a couple of dollars, and all they're gonna do is just do a cease and desist letter to those websites that still have your pictures up. It's a lot of them that still have them, and they recirculate that stuff. So it's just something you won't have to stay on top of. What I suggest is once your attorney do that first round and get them really pulled down, to have him send you that letter that he sent to him. That way, if you see another one popped up, you don't have to pay another attorney fee, and you can send it out yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of sending a cease and desist letter out to them. They'll pull it down real quick.
Bit.
Yep.
This is interesting. Do you see this? What he said?
I got a full pardon in Georgia. Have to reapply for my gun rights in 2 years. What's my chances? If you have some states have stipulations where it'll say it has to be specified within the pardon, and typically, to my knowledge, full pardons restore, partial pardons don't. But if in your full pardon it don't say relief of firearm disability, then you do have to reapply in 2 years. And then, to answer your question, what are your chances? I would believe that you got good chances. I would accumulate as much proof of, proactiveness, accomplishments, things like that. But the fact that you got a pardon speaks volume in itself. They typically go with those motions. They support those motions. So just stay proactive, stay productive, and anything that you got that can show you being so, use it. Like don't matter how minute it is. Don't think it's some small. If you had a 500 credit score and you got a 750 today, take that credit report and show them like this is a minute example of how proactive I'm being. Look at what I did with my credit score.
Yeah.
Like anything that shows a productive habit, take it with you.
Yeah. And in Georgia, it has to specify that. I would suggest. I know a friend of mine who is a state representative. She has pardoned quite a few people, and the people that she's pardoned, she's had that right letter of recommendation.
Yes.
Yeah, specifically stating the about the gun rights. So you definitely want to get that in writing. If anybody who listen, whoever get a pardon and you're trying to get your gun rights, make sure that they specify that specifically. So he's right. And in Georgia, yeah, it has to specifically say restoration of your 2A rights.
What helps in Georgia, because I'm in Georgia too. When I went through mines, was I had my cousin and my neighbor. Both of them are law enforcement. Write letters for me.
Recommendation letters.
The recommendation letters. I mean, they speak volume, and the more you have,
the better.
That goes a long way with these judges, man. When you brought forth before pastors, anybody like that. If you know some politicians, that definitely help. But definitely get some law enforcement members to write your recommendation letters, man.
Yeah, the first set of trouble I got into, I ended up getting a circuit court judge to speak up for me, and that spoke a lot. That changed a lot for me, and just to see this dude from Mississippi who knew nothing about me but understood my circumstance write a letter of recommendation and kind of put my life back on track. That changed me a lot. Like you know, a redneck, like on the other side of the fence, like could care less about the people. You know what I'm saying? Like and one day he called me and he say, praying, I'm tired of putting black people in jail. Please help me understand your culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess he was in that space. I don't know if the dude was about to die. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he had going on, but he had a change of heart. You know what I'm saying? It changed the way that he presided over our cases a lot.
Which was the right word? Proceeded or preside? Which one?
I don't know, so I said both of them.
It's presides.
Presided.
Okay. I just want to know if you. I want you to say it right if you're gonna say it.
Yeah, preside. There you go. Yeah, that's it right there. But yeah, it changed the way. I specifically, and if you see this, he'll know exactly who I'm talking to. I remember him calling me and telling me he had a case where a dude, he was already a convicted felon, was working at Walmart. Not Walmart, at Waffle House, and he had to walk home, and he got caught with some weed and a gun. And he say, before he had met me, he would have sent him back for another 10 years. But he said because of the time that he spent learning our culture and having these conversations with me, he dropped the gun charges. He said he gonna have to deal with them weed, but he dropped them gun charges on him because he understood why that young man was walking home armed. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he understand. You know, he said a couple years, sent him back for 10 years. I screenshotting the messages to this day because it blew me. You know what I'm saying? That something so minute as a relationship over maybe a couple of months could change the course of, so many lives.
Thanks, Pimp.
I'm laughing at Armel talking about you have to be a felon to work at Waffle House.
Did you see?
That's why you food so good at Waffle House, bro.
You see Roblox comment?
Roblox say
about being a felon with a gun.
No, he said we're talking about word of the day.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, look, I gotta tell you this. I know this is probably your first time in my life, bro. Sometimes it's started to become a real problem because in my life, people tend to want to come over here and use words. Sometimes I don't even think they be real words. They use these really long words, and I wasn't an avid reader, and I struggle with some words, and they love to mess with me, man. They just say because the other night Roblox said something And I think everybody lied for him because I
That's a
just
real
still don't
word.
believe it was a word.
That's a real word.
But and he come in here doing it, and Roadblock don't come off as some, I'm not saying he a dummy, and I'm just saying he don't come off as some
Looking smart.
highly educated guy,
He don't come off looking
and he
smart.
came in here using them words and stuff, man. So, that's what be happening. That's why they saying little stuff right there in the chat, man.
Oh, the Scrabble King.
I be getting mad with everybody. They be in there using all kind. That's why I had to get Pran right there because he used two different variations of a word, and I'm not even sure if either one of them was right.
I told that word up. I ain't know which one it was, so I said 2, 3 of them.
Yeah, just say them all. And Billy, I've been meaning to say this for the last 5 minutes. When you shine that light in your face, you're like a white guy. I thought somebody else had came on your camera there, man. Shine the light in your face again, bro. You like
Sorry.
white dude.
Is it working?
No, man. It was something you did. I'm like, who the hell? I thought Ghetto was at that crib.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it just
he was a straight white dude.
Hey,
I'm
man.
I thought he was done deal for a minute. Light bright over there.
No, man. Hey, listen, man. I don't know what it's been, but I've been on a roll with these lives, man. Devin, you made this one another one, man. I feel like there's certain ones that just hold up, and they mean something. They meaningful. They informative. And me, yeah, absolutely. And no matter what, this YouTube stuff is fun. It's all love, man. I get to meet a lot of great people. At the same time, it's a lot of information here too. And I love when that happens, man, because I'm all about us, man. Like in terms of our people just trying to I'm not even a kumbaya dude where I want to save the world, but I am about seeing people grow, helping people learn. I've been learning. People hold me down. So anything that we can do to give back in any way, that's always dope, man. And this is giving back.
Okay, love.
Definitely.
Yep.
When I text you, yesterday, OG, I told you this therapy for a lot of people, whether you believe it or not, man.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And the dopest part is it doesn't stay here.
Right.
10, 15 times in the chat, I seen somebody say they're going to take it outside of here. I got a friend to tell, a cousin to tell, a barber to tell. So this is infectious, man, and it spreads with grace.
With grace. That's
I said before, this is one of the best lives, man, that you done had right here, man. Because this is very personal to me, bruh. Bruh helped me out of a bad situation, man, and I can't thank you enough, Devin.
Yeah, I like it, man. I appreciate that, brother. You didn't have to come here. So, I always appreciate when people stop through the channel and bless me with their presence, and especially bring in some valuable information too. So appreciate you, Billy. Thank you for reaching out to him.
No question.
I was a little tight, man. I was going because I don't really do that no more, man. I be trying to see how to act Hollywood. It don't never work for me. It don't never pan out too well.
You gotta let the light shine in your face.
Hey, look, I was over there on Devin channel, man. I see him here pop live and shit. I go in there, I'll be like, bro, I want to bring you on my show. He'd be like, all right, bet. Okay, what do we do now? What I do? Got an email, something? What we got to do? I ain't never hear nothing. Then Billy, and then I got mad with Billy. He was on the phone with me like, brother Felon with Firearms got back to me, man. Said he got back to you? Why he didn't get back to me?
Man, I be so focused on them lives, trying to get them case codes and them penal codes out so the people can find the information that when the comments go past, if I don't catch it right then and there and it grabs my attention, it's hard to keep up with them.
No, I hear you, man.
Yeah, and you work on your lives. You
can help people.
He working on his lives. Hey, one more quick question. When you purchase firearms, you ever use layaway?
Come on, bro.
I have not used one yet, but my homeboy told me that's the way to go.
Get them L's up.
Yeah, I have not yet. I haven't purchased in a while. I've been invested in my truck. I got my own truck now, and that shit is so expensive, man. So that's why I had to purchasing firearms. I mean, I got enough to defend myself, my family, give a couple around, but I can't. Not right now. That truck is burning a hole in my pocket. Especially with fuel being $6 a gallon right now.
Sound like you're enjoying it too.
Crazy, and I try to tell Big Zach that all the time, man. Like, bro,
he don't listen.
You got enough firearms, man. You got enough to protect yourself and your family. But he just keep buying them, bro. And I mean, we do lives on gun addiction too. I mean, I talk about everything on this channel, man. So it's a lot of people out here that really needed to hear that, man. So you gave a lot of valuable information.
Thank you, Print.
Print down there, struggling.
I told OG help me one day. I was like, help me.
Yeah, he can't control himself. He just
I texted him one day. I said, help me, please.
I don't want no help.
No, man, it's all good, man. If nobody else got no more questions for my man Devin, brother, I appreciate you taking time out your schedule, man, to come rock with me.
Yep.
You welcome here anytime. I think we should do this, once a month or stop in. Let's do one of these because it's always going to be somebody that's going to need the information, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Like I said, I appreciate the brother for reaching out to me because he happened to catch my attention. I was on my way from Missouri, and I was like, let me get somewhere where I got better signal. But I'm definitely willing to do it.
Yeah, man.
That's dope, man. Great. We appreciate you, bro.
Definitely appreciate you.
Yep. So, man, that's all up, man. Thank you so much. Praying everybody, Hot Tub, Billy, Zach, everybody.
You know what?
Real quick though, you know what I'm saying? I do want to tell everybody, look, it took me 6. Y'all don't judge me. It took me 6 gun charges to get my life together. All right, y'all. So you get out here and get your head right and get focused and start making better decisions, like my dude said, who wanna be on John Wick, and and start making better decisions and use your head. You know what I'm saying? It took me 6. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's avid. You gotta cock it and rock it. But look, it took me 6 charges.
I want to say it different so bad.
Right.
Come use your hand.
It took me 6 charges.
Say it different.
From the age of 20 to about maybe 26. I ain't know what I was doing out here, man. I ain't know what I was doing. I ain't had nobody to show me. I didn't have this platform, you know what I'm saying, to listen. I ain't have nobody. I had to figure it out. So anybody out here, man, it is hope, man. Y'all just got to make better decisions. So
yes, sir. Hey, listen, hold on. On another note, it's people like Skilly.
I don't even know what that
feel like.
I don't even know what that says.
He make me feel like I'm not at the bottom of the vocabulary list.
You definitely not.
Because
I'm
know. I'm struggling reading this.
What is he trying to say?
Devin, can you read that comment for me a minute?
Hey, look, I don't understand it. I've been reading in my head, brother. I'm trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about.
I know you're an avid reader. I was hoping maybe you get this one.
This is coming from somebody who tried to beat up somebody else in a wheelchair. So
he sincerely meant it too.
Hey, Hot Tub, you're intelligent, brother. Are you able to read this comment on the screen before I get off the line?
Man, that shit got my head hurting, bro.
All I see is R-double-G
again, man.
R-double-G.
Read it, Pran. Go ahead.
I can't. I'm trying. I can't.
Ain't nothing.
Give him a benefit of the doubt because the last word
Alkin.
I know you ain't nothing.
Maybe he meant it like this though.
My culture, the culture I'm with, we use the word "a-like" as a phrase of endearment or on the same level. But I don't even think he was saying "a-like."
No,
he lost me. I can't grab a hold to the sentence. Every time I think I got a grip on it, it just.
Alkin.
Listen, all you intelligent people.
What was the
word roadblock used the other night?
Besmirch.
Now, where roadblock at? Bring your smart ass in here and read it.
Yeah, you laughing.
You can say besmirch and all that stuff. I need you to read this. Come tell me.
Is it pig lad? Like, is he typing backwards or something?
He said, come be reading.
Is it pig lad? Like, is it pig lad?
Man, listen, I don't.
Hey, man, bring Skilly in, man. Let him.
He needs to defend himself. We bring Skilly. Where you at? You can come in here and read this yourself.
Right.
Before, I'm gonna wait. I'm supposed to be getting off live right now, but I will wait for you patiently.
Hey, in the meantime, shout out to MD Arsenal for sponsoring the RGA.
Here's tonight's sponsor right up there around where y'all see Devin at. That's the MD Arsenal logo. They are our sponsor for tonight, as well as one of our sponsors for the Nashville, Tennessee meetup and the regular Guntuber Awards.
Oh yeah,
that's big fire emoji.
Yeah, man, and we excited, man. This thing is finna be huge. Nashville is up right now, boy. Y'all,
if you don't make it, I feel sorry for you. If you don't make it, I feel sorry for you.
Hey, don't forget one of your big sponsors for drip sauce, man. OG $2.
Oh, OG $2, man, all day long. All day long. You're gonna see the OG $2 logo up here this week.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you need to put the wheelchair logo for your boy.
Oh, man. You trying to besmirch your chat.
Damn, man. Well, not Skilly don't want to show up. Usually you could post the link and Skilly just show up on his own.
Somebody asked him, who's Al King?
No, Skilly, don't. I see you out there. I messed up.
Man, he was so sincere, man. He'll never live that down with me, man.
He said, I know how you get that message.
He was so sincere. He was like, man, and then he was in the wheelchair, and I turned around and I almost flipped him.
Right.
Yeah, he's practical skillionaire, man. He is notorious for some of the best stories on YouTube. And the crazy part is they be real stories. That's the part that'll get you. They be real. Like he don't make them up. They be real.
Yeah,
Skilly so serious, man.
You see Armel, look at the emoji Armel just put in there. He got the dude in the wheelchair and the gun shooting behind him. I'm done, man. OG, I'm out. Y'all got it.
All right, friend.
Y'all be, bro.
All right, Tony.
All right, yeah, that's a lot better, Skilly. I meant to say RWG. I know you ain't talking. Okay, man. I'm gonna let you go on. I'm gonna let up off you, brother.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's it for me.
I'm glad he ain't a Maserati tonight.
That's my dog.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all, man. This has been great, man. Devin, I appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate y'all, fellas, man, for having me.
Everybody else, I appreciate y'all hanging out in the live with me, man. I will see everybody on Friday.
Friday
night. Donation Friday, that is. We're gonna do it up. What we doing this Donation Friday, man? I was thinking about doing something different.
I think
I know I got some dope giveaways, but I want to do something different.
We doing trivia Friday?
You know we doing trivia.
Are we doing trivia?
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, we'll do something, man. Anybody that's waiting on anything to ship, if it ain't shipped out yet, if you haven't gotten a shipping notification, you will get one. Everything will be shipping out no later than this weekend, so y'all got to bear with me. We're really busy right now. I'm really busy right now. We all are.
Listen.
Yeah, it's crunch time, folks. It's we got 3.5 weeks. Nashville.
Hope I see you there. If I don't, oh well, next year. Listen.
Oh, it's crazy.
Gonna be fire. I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be crazy, man. All right, that's it for me, y'all. I'm out.
Peace.
All right. Peace.